Those are the sort of things that are reflected in these prophecies. Now let's look at something else. You know, in Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 through 18, we have a very familiar prophecy. It says, "And he, the Antichrist, causes all, the small and the great, the rich and the poor, the free men and the slaves, to be given a mark on their right hand or on their forehead. And he provides that no one will be able to buy or to sell except the one who has the mark, either the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's the wisdom, that him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for the number is that of a man, and his number is 666. Now this prophecy could not have been fulfilled before the advent of certain technical marvels such as supercomputers, microchips, and satellites. To be able to enforce such an edict requires all of these technologies. Computers are needed to keep record of all persons on earth. Now think for a moment with me. Here are billions of people, and yet this prophecy says, and I believe it's literally true, this prophecy says that the Antichrist is going to require every person on earth to receive this mark, which will contain the number of his name. But in order to enforce such a thing, now notice he is able to enforce this to everyone on earth. They can't buy or sell unless they have this mark. So when you stop and think about the kind of technology that is required to implement such a thing, it's mind-boggling. But today, we can do exactly that. With today's technology, a miniaturized computer chip about the size of a sesame seed can hold not only your own personal ID number and name, but also a file on your personal history. These can be injected under your skin and powered by the energy generated by your body. Now, these little chips can be linked together and tracked by satellite. Satellites linked with computers can now track a person with a PC chip implanted in his body anywhere in the world. And incidentally, we can also know when someone would take one out. But the important thing is, this prophecy says that unless you receive the number of the Antichrist's name, 666, you can't buy or sell. Well, everyone has to have a personal number. What they apparently do is when you swear allegiance to the Antichrist as being God, then you are given a prefix number of 666, which then validates your personal number. Computers are capable of tracking the entire population of the world and enforcing it. Technically, it is now possible for a tyrant to get control of the world's economy and control who is able to buy, sell, or be employed. This is, in effect, centralized total world control into his hands. This is exactly what the Apostle John predicted would happen over 1900 years ago, before such technology was even a dream. First, this tyrant requires everyone to receive a mark. The mark is the chip. That makes it possible to centralize and control all people. Revelation 13, verse 16, he causes all, the small and the great, the rich and the poor, the free man and the slave, to be given a mark on their right hand or on their forehead. This coming leader will force all people to receive this chip by enacting laws that stipulate no one will be able to buy or sell without it.